homage to Women's History Month, Maya Angelou, Serena Williams, Aretha Franklin. We honor women around the world for their impactful contributions of service, love, and support to their communities. As my sister Ashley and I stand here today, I can't think of any other woman that deserves this honor more than my mommy, Mrs. Kim T. Baker. Mrs. Baker is committed to all of her students. That's right, I'm not only talking about those that play an instrument in her band, but also those that she cares for in the before and after school programs that are offered at L.B. Moore Middle School. She goes out of her way to ensure that these kids have something meaningful to keep them busy during their time with her. Whether it's a creative word search for Black History Month, puzzles, or brain teasers, there is something new that the kids will learn before they leave her classroom. And I know they will remain respectful, or else Mom will pull out her whistle keys. Mrs. Baker is loyal to her job of being a teacher of instrumental music at L.B. Moore Middle School in Roselle, New Jersey. If I ever need to find my mom between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., I know where to find her. Over the years, I can remember her teaching in a classroom turned teacher's lounge down the hallway down there, a trailer, a closet right out there, or even a shared space. She would often be so happy to share stories with us about her co-workers like Mrs. Campbell, Mr. Sange, Bobby, Brownie, Mrs. Garnes, Mr. Boyd, Mrs. Perez, Mrs. Lorquette, the list goes on. The camaraderie that she has built with her fellow teachers over the years should honestly be enough to dub her as an OG teacher. There is only one Mrs. Baker. Mrs. Baker is resilient. She does not cower. She does not cry about it. She gets it done. When the pandemic set in, she adapted and found a way to stay connected with her students, teaching how to play their instruments through a screen. As the technology for teachers evolves and becomes more demanding, she still does her absolute best to adapt and lean in to ensure that her students are getting the best music education possible. When her co-workers retired or passed on, she kept going. She keeps going. I tell her, come on, Mom, stick a fork in it and retire. Not yet. She's still got more work to do. If we were to reminisce about the good old days for Miss Baker, we'd definitely be remiss if we didn't reflect on the skating parties at Skate USA in Edison, the Memorial Day parades down Chestnut Street, or all of the winter and spring concerts she has led in this very gymnasium, on this very stage. I'm 36 years old, and I can still remember when Mrs. Baker had her band play All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth. For me, when mine were lost. Or when she played The Foolish Beat by Ashanti, and had the whole gym rocking on her alto saxophone. So in closing, thank you for being a role model and exemplifying what a strong woman is for not only me as your son, your students as their teacher, but also the Roselle community of which you have served faithfully during your 43 years of service as the instrumental music teacher at L.B. Moore Middle School.